enforcing the rules with China so that they enforce other things. Anyway, the other big story that we're following right now, everyone, is an explosive new report that shows President Trump's one-time campaign manager, Paul Manafort, was wiretapped under court order both before and after the election. The probe extended to earlier this year when Mr. Manafort and President Trump were known to be in contact. The president has been tweeting about these allegations, wiretapping allegations by the Obama administration for months. Remember? I mean, you had everyone in the mainstream media basically calling him crazy because he was saying all of this. Watch.
This information is embarrassing. It's embarrassing because the president said something that wasn't true at all.
To the core, it is hard to overstate how reckless that tweet was.
Regardless of the substance or veracity of what Donald Trump said, that it's legally impossible for a president to direct wiretaps. I mean, it's just a falsity, and we just need to call it that.
And yet, here's CNN's report last night.
CNN has learned that investigators wiretapped former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort under secret court order, both before and after the 2016 election. And that surveillance continued into this year, including a period when Manafort wasn't working for the campaign, but was known to talk with President Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. So in other words, the president was right. They were tapping the phones over there at Trump Tower. Joining me right now, Fox News anchor and former defense attorney Greg Jarrett. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Wow. They're kind of having to eat their words on that one.
You know, there's not much irony over at CNN, but they saw it yesterday and last night when they reported this because it was CNN that condemned, and you saw some of it, President Trump for claiming that, you know, his team was being wiretapped when in fact they were. Now we know that they were not only being wiretapped, but they were caught up in incidental collection and intelligence gathering as well. So two different forms of it. You know, the president was right. They were spying on us like Gladys Kravitz, the nosy neighbor in Bewitched.
I love that show, by the way.
Yeah, I did too.
I make them watch reruns of it so much. It's so much fun. Yeah, Gladys, who was always looking in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is serious stuff.
It is.
Though. Let's. I mean, Susan Rice maybe having a hand in this unmasking.
Samantha Power, Jen Brennan. I mean, the list goes on and on. And, you know, my beef is that Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, has made no move to go after Rice and Power and Brennan and the whole host of characters in the Obama administration.
Is he waiting for
that
something?
Appeared to be using their public office for a political purpose, which is a crime, and indeed somebody unmasked and leaked to the media, which is also a crime.
So in all fairness, I'm going to jump back a step here and say, look, if Paul Manafort, in fact, was somehow an agent of the Russians, then there would be cause to be investigating him.
Sure.
But it doesn't feel as though they've been able, I mean, unless they've got something that they've been
They threw in the
keeping
towel.
hidden, we haven't seen anything thus far. It's just been a whole bunch of rumor and
They gave
innuendo,
up on
and
Manafort.
they use that rumor and innuendo to tap
smear
their
people.
phones.
Right. Look, they gave up on Manafort after spending a couple of years and they found nothing. And now they're trying again, and Robert Mueller is determined to find some wrongdoing on the part of Manafort. Maybe he'll find some, but it's unrelated to President Trump and Russian meddling. My other beef is that FISA courts are anathema to democracy. They're secret.
Yeah.
There should be no such secrecy in the United States when you're listening in on people's conversation. Incidental collection, I get. I understand that. If you're having a conversation with somebody in a terrorist nation, the government probably should be listening in. Mm-hmm. But going to a secret court, you can conjure any evidence you want to obtain a warrant from that secret judge, and there's nobody there to oppose it. That is undemocratic. It's wrong. It's got to stop. We need to get rid of it.
This is, you know, look, I would just once again say to everyone, this is really scary stuff, and I think that the implications could be very, very big. I mean, people should go to jail over something like this if they were deliberately trying to influence a campaign by perhaps gaining intelligence or suggesting that people were bad actors.
Yeah, but who's going to throw him in jail? I mean, Jeff Sessions is the top lawyer in America, and he's proved to be nothing but feckless and incompetent. He should resign. He's in over his head. He shouldn't be in the position in the first place. I think the president made a mistake in appointing Jeff Sessions as the Attorney General. He's empowered to do something about all of this, and he's twiddling his thumbs.
So why doesn't the president then fire him?
Well, I think the president, notwithstanding The Apprentice, really hates firing people. He's a loyal guy. And Jeff Sessions was the first U.S. senator to back the president when he was running. And I think the president considered Sessions to be the perfect guy for the job. Yeah. He is not.
Well, look, being a senator and being AG, two very different things.
Right.
And I think, you think back to Eric Holder, and he was there for President Obama. Whether you liked him or not, Eric Holder was there consistently. And you're not seeing that with Jeff Sessions.
No, you're really not. And it's a shame. And Sessions ought to do the right thing and resign. I wrote a column on it, foxnews.com.
Yes.
And before Sessions resigns, he should take action against Hillary Clinton, James Comey, and Susan Rice, because there's compelling evidence that all three of them may have committed crimes.
Greg Jarrett, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I encourage everyone to check out your op-ed there on foxnews.com. All right.